Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Good to see you, Mishaps. Thanks for joining in. That's okay. I'm happy for you to be here for any part of it at all. I appreciate you coming along. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? Hey, Core, how you doing? Good to see you too. Thanks for tuning in. All right. We are about 53% through the invasion or the awakening of the Necrons on, I can't remember the name of the planet, but the planet that we are on. And I'm kind of thinking that I think we're overpowered. I think that the team that we have built together is super strong for the stage of the game that we're in. And I'm kind of considering taking on the next boss, which I think is... No, where is the next boss? I'm pretty sure I had the next boss available. Prime Hermeticon Captrix has located the possible sarcophagus of Lord Abajo. Yeah, I'm thinking about taking on Lord Abajo. Hey, Lord Rentus, how's it going? The problem with the Trader Mechanicus mission, I'm not sure if we're strong enough to take these guys on. I honestly don't know if we're strong enough. There is also, of course, as we discovered in the last stream, the secret mission. Xenobiologist Teresis, a brilliant young tech priest, has requested the retrieval of a Necron relic from the Tome of Agrelec. Its inscription helps illuminate the mysteries of the Necron language. This will get us the Phosphor Serpenta, single target ranged attack, reveals target statistics, deals 4 to 6 energy damage to target. A favorite weapon among many tech priests. If the target survives digital trauma, then they are soon felled by the light-guided volleys that follow. A cognitive canister, which is, by the looks of things, literally a brain in a jar. Target a troop for its next base attack against +1 damage and plus 25% critical chance. And then some money. Find the Necron relic. We could try this. We could try the actually dealing with the Xeno, what are they called? The heretics. Or we could try and take on Lord Astromona Ecropus, which is actually the one I wanted to do, which gets us the more powerful Infestus Mechadendrite, the more powerful Power Field Generator, troop deployment cost reduced by 30% flat, and some Blackstone. What are we thinking? Do we want to do the secret mission? Because I feel like this leads to more stuff. Do we want to take on the heretics, or do we want to take on Lord Astromona Ecropus? I mean, other stuff we've got available, I'm not too excited by any of it. I mean, there is a cognition gauge up by 1. Plasma calivers. I feel like Scitari range is potentially really good if you can get them. They're kind of long-range pseudo snipers. That does sound like a useful role, you're right. We've got the Zenite Pattern Volcate Blaster here. We've got the Eradication Ray, but we've got we've got the thing that Crash Test is using, which I think is just as good. What weapons has Crash Test got equipped right now, actually? That's something to check. Crash Test has the Phosphor Blaster and the Plasma Culverin. Okay. Crash Test is literally just a turret. Let's do it then. I will attempt the Zenerite mission, but I've got a feeling that we're gonna get kicked in, honestly. So we'll of course take along the squad, and we've got room for 3 left. So I'm gonna grab the Scitari Vanguards have actually been getting pretty good recently, and I think I will grab a Rust Stalker as well, just as an extra. And let's deploy. We've already seen the mission for this. Basically, there are Zenerites. Oh, too late, mishaps. I'm already dead in. they're about. Oh, let's move chat actually while this is loading. Zoop. And chat can actually get a bit bigger for this stream. We put it about there. All right, we are in. Let's see how badly this goes. I was gonna ask you to remember what the enemies do. The thing they do that makes them so hard is they've got buffs to avoid damage, and they also have the ability to pick someone and say that person can't hurt me. And the problem we got last time is I was overconfident and I split the party up. I sent you off on your own, and if I'd been able to actually focus fire on them, I think we'd have been fine. Okay, and we also got a bunch of servitors to fight as well. I advise the Malcontent does not deserve subtlety. So we can perform justice through firepower, we can go for decapitation, or we can do information warfare for this one. Yes, that is indeed right. So 1 for justice through firepower. The servitors are beyond help. Destroy them all and deny the rebels their firepower. We can perform a decapitation strike. Kill the leader of the rebels so the control of the servitors will end. Or we can perform information warfare. The servitors can be reset via the Engineerium's cogitators. Hack into the cogitators and reinstate the servitors' loyalty protocols. I don't think we've got too many people on stream right now, so basically I'll take the first thing that gets 2 votes. We'll also do some predictions, I think. Let's actually get a prediction started. Will Frost win this mission? Hey Hayden, how's it going? So if you're on Twitch, you can basically gamble your channel points. If I just turn this into a prediction. West, okay, we've got 3 votes for 3. We'll make this a prediction. So you can either believe or doubt. This will run for about 2 minutes. And it will, you will win or lose your channel points depending on how you vote. But I'm going to pick on information warfare. The rebels are supported by, strike at the root of the problem then. A scientist approach, Magos, but one that risks leaving the malcontents unpunished. I would limit the bloodshed among my own people, Sub-Tribune. Violence does not solve everything. Enough violence solves any problem eventually, Magos, but I defer to your command. One person is already doubting, and they've bet 1,500 channel points. I'm not sure, WestEX, honestly. I've never done one of these before. But people seem to be voting. I've got one for yeah. I'll check this on Twitch. I think you just have to type I believe or doubt, potentially. I honestly thought there was just going to be buttons you could click on. But people appear to be voting, so hopefully you can work it out. Okay, we objective updated. There's buttons. Okay, there's a box that pops up. Cool. Thank you for confirming that, everybody. Oh, it even tells me whether you've doubted or believed now next to your chat names. That's very interesting. Let's continue. Okay. The layout of the engineering deck suggests several different approaches to assaulting the rebel positions. We could go for a shooting gallery, engage the enemy at distance, take full advantage of the cohort's ranged weapons. Up the yeah, was it a 10-point bet as a loose suggestion? Yes, you have, considering I can see that almost 3,000 channel points worth has been better by now. You can go up the middle. There's no time to employ subtlety. Send the tech priest straight through the main blast doors to engage the enemy head on, or to perform a flanking maneuver. Send the cohort to flank the rebels and avoid notice until they can assault up close. So basically, we're picking our range: long range, medium range, or short range. We believe, wasn't the quote of the X-Files? We believe, I believe, is the quote from the X-Files, but you're pretty close, Westy. What item did you get them? What do you mean, Hayden? What item did I get them? Oh, it wasn't an item, it was objectives updated, that symbol that showed up. It was just telling me the objectives of the mission have updated. We got 1 vote for 1. That's right, Core. It is I Want to Believe, which we have a poster for on the wall in our bedroom in Voices of the Void. 1 more vote for 1 and we'll go down for Shooting Gallery, which will kind of work for us, honestly. I'll give it a couple of seconds and I'll just commit. Also, thank you all for being here for this stream, especially since there hasn't been a Thursday stream in a while. I appreciate seeing you here. If you didn't see my announcements today, I will be doing turn-based fest, or turn-based Thursday fest next week. And so in this slot, I'll be playing 6 Ages, 6 Ages 2 Lights Go Out just for 1 week. You missed Tuesday's stream? Oh, I'm sorry, Westy. Okay, we're going to go with Shooting Gallery. Let's see. Very appropriate, Magos. A firing squad for these traitors. And again, it's just position updated. Let's continue. I think we're in the mission now. Oh, and we've got 1 more pick. The cohort has a chance to strike a blow against the rebels before engaging the enemy. Do we go all out? The opportunity to attack first should not be ignored. Attack immediately in full force before the fire team is discovered. Do we go loud? A group of servitors near a fuel container make a tempting target, or do we do it for a silent strike? A rebel tech priest is patrolling near the cohort's point of entry. They could be eliminated quietly before combat is joined. All out, go loud, or silent strike. I'll pick the first one. Okay, Mishaps went for silent strike. A quick and painless end is too good for a traitor, but 1 less that lives is 1 less sin in the Omnissiah's sight. Okay, so we actually did kill one of the tech priests. The rebel tech priest was dragged into the shadows and dispatched with a vibroblade to the throat. The other rebels failed to notice his absence. Good work to our stealth team. And I think finally we're in the mission. Okay. Scan or destroy is our objective. And we're deploying through the door. So, let's see what we've got. We've got... That's a servitor. That's a servitor. There's a tech priest here. There's a servitor here and a tech priest back here. Another tech priest. There's a lot of enemies. There's a tech priest here. So this is the closest tech priest. He's probably our first big threat. The servitors do not have ranged weapons, but the tech priests do. Let's get Mishaps in the front row. We're going to put Toasted Waffles with them, along with GPVR86, who is the healer. Now, Trog we need to be very careful with. Trog's quite low level. And then Crash Test I'm going to just put here to do some damage. At least you're in one group this time. Yes, that's a big, big change. All right, let's... I'm not going to call anyone in. Well, I can't. I haven't got any cog points yet. All right. So they're... Oh, okay. So their guys can sprint, which is a fun start. Okay, and now Mishaps is up. So Mishaps can't make it in one move to this guy. So I'm tempted to hold Mishaps back and delay their action till the end of the turn. And we've got more options for specifically for Mishaps. Now, Trog has a refractor field generator. Absorbs 5 damage to allies in range for 1 round. I don't use that just yet. They do have cognition freedom, so they can fire the Gauss Gamma Pistol. This guy hasn't activated yet. I don't think he's in range, though. Oh, no. If you notice, I can't shoot him at all. He doesn't count as being targetable by me while he's got that purple shroud on him. I don't know how to get rid of that. I can reveal his stats, but all that shows me is his shield. It doesn't tell me what buffs he has. Yeah. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. I can shoot this servitor, and I can also head over here to scan. I think if we move Trog sort of around here, I want to get them a shot on the servitor. Did you know the common password boys support the position of the Mechanicus? If you try to use flesh as a password, they say it's too weak. Damn, that's a joke. I think AoEs will still work. Also, yes, crash test line should hit. I'm tempted to run Trog over to get this 3 cognition, because there's not a lot else Trog can really do right now. And this will help me out a lot. And they can be a battery for the rest of the mission. There's no one they can shoot from here. Let's end their turn. We're going to have a lot of servitors sprinting at the start of this mission by the looks of it. Okay, first Tech Priest activating. He is sprinting, which means he's not shooting. None of them look like they've got ranged weapons. Waiting for him to make his action will make him targetable. Thank you, Tilgrang. Also, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you piping up with that little tip, because my first attempt at this mission did not go very well. Okay, next up it's Crash. Crash, I want to test to see if Crash can murder this guy from here. There's no way I'm going to be able to line Crash's gun up with anybody else, but I'm pretty happy to just do it. So let's hit, let's see, we want to fire off the Plasma Culverin. So we're going to go for, we're going to activate the Energy Enhancer. We're going to activate the other Energy Enhancer. We're going to activate Cognition Freedom. And then we're going to hit the Plasma Culverin. And let's see if this will actually do any damage to him. Did it? I didn't actually see if it did. Yes, it did do damage. So I can hit them even when they're shrouded. That is very good to know. Now that just ate a lot of my cog points, so I'm just going to grab on with his Servo Skull. And then we'll just tuck Crash. Is this something I... Okay, this is a raised area. Let's tuck Crash in here. And we'll leave them there for the turn. So I only did 7 damage, which isn't a huge amount. It's more like a love tap, really. But we'll wait till they line up, and then we'll be able to do much more damage. Now, these two standing next to each other, that's looking very tempting. Now, next up, it is GPVR. Now, GPVR's main job really is healing everybody with Benediction. But we can do some other stuff. Now, they can't shoot this guy right now. I'm going to hold their turn as well. Here they come. Did it remove the energy armor? Because he's still got the purple. He's moved into close combat with Crash Test. With Mishaps. But hasn't actually engaged in combat with Mishaps. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call for reinforcements with Toasted Waffles. And we're going to bring in a Skitari Vanguard. We're just going to pop him back here. Is not the invulnerability thing. Okay. It's the energy damage resistance. Then I'm going to use the Servo Skull to regain the cog point I just used. Oh, yeah, okay, I got you. Yes, it did remove an energy armor. Alright, now, is it worth attacking in close combat for 1 cog point here? We could also order a command fire right now, but I don't have enough troopers to really justify that. Where's the next nearest battery of cog points? It's kind of the one I've been eating off, isn't it? Let's see what Toasted can do with a melee attack here. So we'll come in with the Power Axe. Can't hit him. Okay, we could flamethrower him, but that would use up our 2 code points that we have available. So I think we're just going to hold there with the opportunity attack potential. So we still can't hit him, which is a problem. I think he has to attack, and then we can hit him. But until he attacks, we can't actually make an attack on him. Let's move the Vanguard over to the door, and we'll shoot at the guy. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. We'll clear out some of the these guys. I love that gun. I love the pew pew of it. It is awesome. I thought he could shoot twice. I guess he can't. Oh yeah, he can. Okay, that's enough to kill the servitor. That's good to know. So the Skitarii Vanguards can clean up the servitors. Right, Mishaps is active. I'm just going to confirm Mishaps cannot use their axe. Let's scan one of the other... Actually, I'm just going to grab a cog point. If nothing else, we've got a setup here for a nice opportunity attack when he moves, but there's not much else I can do. And there's... you know, like Mishaps hasn't got ranged weapons to deal with that guy up there. So let's just end the turn there. GPVR 6 is going to move away, and I'm going to get them to try and deal with this guy. Now, it's going to cost them 1 cog point to head in that direction, unfortunately. But if I move them to here, that'll cost 1 cog point. I can then use Cognition Freedom. I think they do a dot on hit. That's okay, I've got a healer in the party that can clear the dot. That's this guy here. And then we'll shoot him with the blast pistol. Okay, he still has 4 health. And then we'll use the Servo Skull to grab more cog points. And I don't think there's anything else GPVR 6 can do right now. I don't want to use the Spotlight. I don't want to use the Omnispecs. I can't use Infestus Mechadendrite, and I don't want to use Benediction yet. Distant Prayers has no target, and Cleansing Anointments has no target. So let's end the turn on them. Okay, we now have 6 cog points. Do the enemies do dot, or do the Skitaris do dot? The enemies definitely do dot. I'm going to bring in another Skitari right now. This isn't feeling as scary as it did last time I played it. I will say that. Mishaps, I'm going to hold you for your turn. I'm waiting for him to make a melee attack. Trog here has the opportunity to grab a kill. I think I'm going to take it. Well, what I'll do is I'll step out. I'll shoot him if he doesn't die. Actually, I could axe him and then shoot him. That feels like a better way of doing it. The Spotlight forces enemies to attack the person carrying the Spotlight. I'm kind of carrying it to see if it's worth using, basically. Okay, 2 energy resistance on him is a problem. The Gauss Gamma ignores armor, though, but it does use 2 cog points. Oh, we've got a Cognition Freedom, though. That's why they're carrying Gauss Gammas, because they can use Cognition Freedom to make these attacks free. This could potentially one-shot the guy. It does. Great work, Trog. That's Trog's first combat, I think, and they managed to pull that off. That's 2 servitors down. Now, this is a Tech Priest. He's getting close. There's actually a lot of enemies. Wow, he's fast. It didn't one-shot him, did it not? Oh no, he's still standing right there. Whoops. He must have more... Oh, he had 10 health, not 6 health, right? Okay. Yeah, he's got 4 health left, right. So who have we got active here? Crash Test. What could we do with Crash? If Crash could get up here, I could laser both of these guys, but Crash can't make that move. We do have the Phosphor Blaster. Shoots multiple projectiles in a cone area, reveals target statistics. What is the cone like on this? You know, I could hit all 3 of these with that cone. Very easily. If I put Crash here, I might not be able to get this one. Crash would really want to stand right here. But we could... I think I might be able to do it. The problem is it's going to use up 3 cog points and not do that much damage. But Crash is a bit of a monster. I think I want to take the shot. We've never actually fired this gun before. There you go. I can get all 3. Let's see how this goes. Oh, wow. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. We got a crit on him. He died. He took 8 damage. I'll take that. That was very pretty. That was less of a, like, aimed shot and more of a just... Yeah, just a shotgun. Did use up 3 cog points, though. We're a bit low on cogs now. Okay, GPVR86, I'm going to hold you for the moment. Okay. He just made the critical mistake of attacking Mishaps. He's now going to find out... Okay, dodge 100% of attacks. Is that every attack, or just the first attack that comes his way? I am indeed cog-blocked, Lord Rensis. So for instance, if I was to shoot him with my Skitarii Vanguard, would that clear the dodge 100% of attacks debuff that he currently has? Let's find out. So we're going to shoot here. Oh, that he didn't dodge that attack. I'm going to shoot him again. I think he's selected a target and he's dodging all attacks from that target, and that target is you, Mishaps. So I don't think he's allowed to target you. Oh no, he might have picked he picked Toasted Waffles actually. It's Toasted Waffles that got selected. So Toasted can actually... How many cog points do I currently have? I have 1 cog point. Mishaps will gain a cog point on their turn. Let's hit this guy. I was hoping that would get me a kill, but that's okay. That's everything that you can do. Oh, you can Infestus Mechadendrite him. That doesn't kill him, but it does knock him away. There's nothing to scanner, unfortunately, and you can't heal yourself. So let's end your turn. We need to heal you with GPVR 86, but that's why GPVR 86 exists. Yeah, they have made the foolish mistake of standing next to you and not dodging you. I'm going to bring this Skitarii up to here. I'm going to first of all get him to shoot the servitor. Killing him. Then I'm going to get him to shoot... Oh, he hasn't actually got double shot. That's fine. Right, now Mishaps is available. Let's activate the power field generator because I have no idea how... No enough cog point. Oh, but why didn't you generate a cog point at the start of your turn? Why has Enhanced Analytics not fired here? Generate 1 cognition point at the beginning of the unit's turn if the gauge is empty. Is it because I delayed you? It's because I delayed you. That's why. Okay, we're going to have to use a canticle then. We'll use the Blessings of the Omnissiah. Okay, we have 6 cog points now. I'm going to activate the power field generator. And then we're going to hit him with the axe. Actually, I did not need to do that. That's massive overkill. Okay. One tech priest down. That wasn't too bad. And then I will just get you to maybe move up and take a shot with your... there's a tech priest coming this way. I don't want to split you off. I actually want to just keep everyone together. So I'm going to just bring you this way. But you're not going to get a shot here. There's no one to hit, unfortunately. Yeah, you unfortunately Crash Test is blocking your shot on this servitor. And I don't want to spend a cog point on you repairing yourself. I can't use the Mechanendrites. Can you use the Flamer? No, you cannot use the Flamer from there. Yeah, your turn is over. Now, GPVR 86 is live. The first thing I want to do is I want to use Cleansing Anointments on Toasted. So that cleanses him of the acid damage. Let's take a shot on this servitor here. Yes, it is a melee weapon Flamer. 2 damage on him. I don't want to spend 2 cog points on him, but we could step forward and hit him with the axe and reclaim the cog point with the kill. Okay. I've got the Omnispecs, I've got the Spotlight. I mean, I could Spotlight an Omnispecs. There are 2 tech priests here. Do I want to do that? That's 2 cog points to do it. Trader Mechanicus kills don't seem to get me cog points. No, I thought they would. Oh, no one is actually in range of the Spotlight right now. So if I could walk to here. Yeah, not Xeno, no cog point. And then I could activate this. That will attract both of their attention. Now they're both going to attack into you. Then I'm going to use the Omnispecs to force this guy to have a 75% chance to miss his attacks. Okay, and then we're going to end the turn. Okay, Mishaps is up first. These guys do have the damage shield, but I could put Mishaps here and flamethrower both of them, which I think would be pretty funny. And we'll get the cognition points on the way. Oh, that's a good idea to stand. Yes, that's a really good idea with this with the stands. But if I could do this to open at least. Well, that didn't kill either of them, but it set them both on fire. That's unfortunately used all of my cog points again, but we can grab one from here with the servo skull. Now, I could hit this guy with the axe, but I think I'm just going to hold so we get the free opportunity attack instead. Trog, I want you to back off a little bit. I'm worried that you're just in the line of fire. You can come here and harvest points for me. Actually, if I put you... Right, we can't use ranged attacks on these guys right now. That's why there's no ranged attack symbol for them. Let's actually hold your turn for the moment. One of these tech priests has 1 health, I just noticed. Okay, no opportunity attack. Fascinating. Why was there no opportunity attack? I thought they were... Yeah, they must be talking about my melee attacks as well. Oh, he just died to burn damage. Okay, GBVRD6 needs to heal themselves. Crash test is currently live. I can't do a lot with Crash right now because we don't have any cog points. I'm just looking to see if I've missed any available servers, but the closest one is this one here. I think we will just... I'm going to hold Crash Test turn as well. Okay. The 75% chance to dodge worked. Both attacks, that's great. And he burnt. So now we can get GPVR. I'm actually just going to... I think I want to flip a Benediction here. And just heal everybody up. And then I'll use the Servo Skull to grab another Cognition point. And then we'll go in with the axe. Oh, of course, he's got 100% Jods. That was a stupid thing to do. That was a waste of a cog point. Okay, Skitari Vanguard can get a shot from here. And that's him dead. Excellent. So who's left? Is it just this guy here and his... It's just these two here. Well, Toasted is in a great position to take this guy out. We can... I don't actually want to take a shot. I can grab another cog point, or I can buff one of my guys. I think I'll take the buff on him. And then we will just move up and hit this guy with the axe. Do I want to hit him with the axe? Yeah, I don't need a cog point right now. Okay, cleaved off 2 armor. There's nothing else I can grab with this, is there? No. We'll hit him with the Mechadendrite too. That didn't kill him, unfortunately. Okay, let's end that turn. This is just a random Servo Skull flying past. Okay, that's a problem. These guys move really quickly. He is untargetable right now, but we can shoot this guy from here. Okay, he's dead. Let's bring this guy here so he has a shot on him next turn. And then let's bring as many people over as I can. I'm going to leave Trog here so that Trog gets the 3 cog points at the start of the next turn. And then Crash Test, I'm going to bring down... Crash Test is going to have Cognition Freedom available next turn. So we can just laser beam this guy to death and finish the mission. Cool, that's 3 cog points for free. I'm not going to bother deploying the Rust Stalker. Let's hold on Mishaps right now. Let's hold on Trog right now. Oh, there is a servitor over here we need to kill as well. That's good to know. Okay, Crash Test is up. I can move Crash Test to here. And that's an easy shot. And then we just activate Cognition Freedom. We activate the 2 energy enhancers. And then we shoot this guy with the Culverin. No idea how much damage that was, but it was critical. And just in case, we're going to try and finish him off with the Servo Skull. The Servo Skull was enough to kill him. So Crash just basically one-shot that guy. We'll take one step back this way, and we'll end their turn. So there's just the Servitor left. GPVR 86. I would like you to deal with it, but let's see if Mishaps can do it for us. Or the Skitarii, actually. The Skitarii are great for killing these kind of things. We've almost finished the mission. Actually, I can't forget that I need to actually scan this thing. Let's not use up all of our cog points, though. Actually, no. Mishaps will generate one. Mishaps won't generate one on their turn. Nobody's going to generate a cog point on their turn, unfortunately. I think I'm just going to keep moving closer anyway. Do you have enough cog to order minion firing? No, I won't have enough cog for that, unfortunately. And Toasted isn't in line of sight of anybody to do that. Alright, Mishaps is up, but Mishaps hasn't got an attack, unfortunately. Well, Mishaps does have an attack, actually. I can move Mishaps to here, and I can attack with the Mechadendrite for 1 damage. But Mishaps should go first next turn. Trog, you have a shot, I think, with your blaster. Hey Toasted, happy morning. Happy morning? Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. 2 damage there. Still not dead. We'll grab a cog point. That got me 3 cog points. Oh, Trog has the ability, of course. No, how did he gain all 3 there? That doesn't make much sense to me. Do you think we can, yeah, we can finish him off with a blaster, though. And he got a cognition, so he gets... Yeah, he gets cognition points for killing targets, but I don't know why he felt like he got 3 cognition points there. Am I going insane? Or did he get 3 cognition points there? We're just going to wait till Toasted's turn. Target's not listed, I guess. Must be Salty Frosty. It must be. Like, what you mean, I mean. Must be not listed. Okay, Toasted, please scan this. Nice. And that should be the end of the mission. Survive 3 rounds. Against what? Xenos contained. Yeah. Is this my first PL? What do you mean by PL? My first playthrough? Or my first stream? Oh, for those of you that predicted that those of you that doubted, I hate to tell you, but I won that prediction. The believers won. So prediction win. And the winner is, I believe, with 2 winners. So you just got a whole ton of cash. In-game cash, I guess. With the servitors inactive or destroyed, the rebels are overwhelmed by the cohort's assault. The traitorous tech roots are cut down or flee into the labyrinth of the Casus Metallicans interior. The true mission has only just begun, however. What prompted the rebellion, and are their leaders truly dead? Oh, you missed the end. Big rip. Our triumph was inevitable, Magos. The only language the rebel understands is violence, and our statement has been made. Ah, yeah, this is my first playthrough. A victory indeed, Sub-Tribune, but it is not an answer. Almost flawless, so no Blackstone cost. Yes. Magos, I have recovered the internal databanks of one of the rebel tech priests. They are heavily encrypted, in contravention of all regulations. Then they were hiding something. Can you recover any data? Only a fragment. Its name. Ellipsis Damek Yoth. It means nothing to me, I'm afraid. Nor I, xenobiologist Teresis. Formal request, formal speech mode. Magos, a moment of your time, if I may, in private. What's Scaevola up to? Scaevola really looks like a spider to me. Be quick, Tech Inquisitor. Matters requiring my attention have multiplied. I'm not in bed, if that helps. Recollection begins. Epilis Damet Yoth, designated Arch Heretic, Origin, Stygius 8. Classification, Secretum Omega. You have heard of this ellipsis? An Arch Heretic? I am forced to quarantine great consternation at this knowledge. You believe their followers are on the casus Metallicum? Certainty less than 30%. Error, insufficient data. Format recommendation. Seek additional input. The quest for more information never ends. I would know more of this ellipsis damned at Yoth Scaveler. Keep me informed of what you find. Interesting. So we've got an arch heretic on the horizon by the looks of things. Okay. Oh, thank you very much for the sub, Lextrio. That's amazing. You're a legend. 9 months! Holy crap! It took me a second to kind of register that you've been subbed for 9 months. You are so cool. Thank you very, very much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. This didn't put the Necron Awakening up at all, which is quite good. These are missions we can do without actually running out the game timer. So we've got a Cognition Mechadendrite, which collects cognition points. 3 month of the 6 month pre-sub. Got you. That's wild. We've got Skitaria Rangers level 1, and we've got the Blackstone. Not a huge amount of Blackstone, but better than nothing. We also got Tutelage of the Momentum. 50 movement for, plus 50 movement for 1 round. I'm probably not going to use it, but cool. Okay, we now have access to Skitari Ranger 1. Single target range damage attack. Deals 2 to 4 energy damage to target. At the moment, I think the Skitari Vanguards are better because they've got the double shot. But I'm guessing the Rangers will get better. It also, I guess, maybe we'll have to see how long range they can be. Now for missions, we have another mission on the ship. Extract data on Ellipsis Damnic Yoth from the ship's Arcava Morbindus. So we learn more about Epsilus. Now, I see an axe here. The Omniscient Axe uses no cognition points. Single target melee attack, does opportunity attacks, deals 2 to 4 physical damage to a target, immobilizes the target. Arcs of frightful energy spark from this multi-purpose tool. Tech priests use the Omniscient Axis to perform rites and canticles. Walking Frost or Baspistol. Yes, that's exactly what it is. At the same time, crushing life from the misguided Xenos breeds, probably with good range. Also gets us Servitors level 2 and more Blackstone. And we're up against Zenerite Tech Priests and Zenerite Servitors. I'm quite tempted to do that. Other options, we do the first seal. Why does it say Servitor easy? Does that mean it's super easy? Or I'm also quite down for going after Lord Astronomer Acropis. But I think we're going to go for the free melee. I think we're going to do another one of these missions. So let's level ups. 588. I don't think there's much we can do with that. We'll see if Trog has anything available. They've got a rank up for 248. Your next return. Yeah, there you go. They've got Extraction Protocol Servo Skull. You collect all cognition points from one source. That's where that came from in that last mission. I will maybe grab a Lex Mechanic upgrade for them, because we are heading towards Overcharge Cognition, which fills the Cognition Gave. Which is just, like, another insane ability. Scanners of -1 cooldown. We'll grab that on them. That'll jump us down to 348 Blackstone. They have a free... We'll might as well put a scanner on them, since they have the scanner upgrade. Do I want to spend more Cognition points on another level up? No, we'll save them for the mission just in case. Alright, do other axes also... Yes, the difference with the other axes, Salty Frosty, if we just jump back in, is the Power Axe costs 1 Cognition point, and the Power Axe costs 1 Cognition point. And the Power Axe costs 1 Cognition point. There is also another axe, like the one that Mishaps has, costs 1 cognition. I thought there was an axe that used 2 cognition points, but apparently not. Yeah, this one just does more damage. This is just a better power axe. That's what it is. So it's a power axe that doesn't require cognition points. There's the City Green Winged Axe. Yes, I kind of ignore that one exists. All right, let's go take on some more enemies to us. So we'll bring the whole team. And then we'll bring along a Skitaria Ranger to try them out, and I'll bring along 2 Vanguards as well. The Ranger also has an energy shield. Error, information flow interrupt, classified, additional data retrieval failed, Ari, Epsilus Damnuk Yoth. I'm a little bit concerned because Yoth to me screams Old God. Even though we don't have Old Gods in the Warhammer 40,000 universe, we have Chaos Gods. It still makes me think of Yoth, like Yog-Sothoth or something like that. I'm getting a little bit of Eldergon mythos from the name Yoth. Just saying that's where my brain is. This is troubling, Tech Acquisitor. If there are followers of an arch heretic on my ship, I would know more about them than their name. Their crimes must have been grave indeed for all information on them to be prescribed. On Stygius 8 of all places. Skitari skidding into the skiff with the rest of the team. Yes. Hey TRM, how's it going? Formulating hypothesis. Information gathered prior to prescription order. Chance of existence greater than 0. Then perhaps the case's Mechanicus still has records of the Solipsis. Obsolete data is collected in the Archivum Abundus. I should see to its extraction in person. Also, just because it's fun, will Fros win this mission? There are lesser warp gods, yes, you are right. And we'll do a prediction for that as well. Naturally, I shall assist you, Magos. Ooh, interesting battlefield. We've got a big gap in the middle of it. Someone's just dropped 2,500 channel points on an I believe. Another 2,000. What? You people are too rich. I need to obviously make my redeems much more expensive. I'm receiving reports of rebel activity in the vicinity of the Archiva, Magos. They are not mere rebel sub-tribune. They are heretics. All the more reason to meet them with overwhelming force. We should throw every last one of them at the Elox. Yes, the old ones created the Orcs, I believe, to fight the Necrons, who are the Catan phase gods. He started with 30,000 points. Jeez. Before you leave the enemy, you must know it. I'm as eager as you to see this threat ended, but I will not attack while ignorant. Our objective remains the Archivum Abundus. If the heretics wish to oppose us, we shall go through them. Probability calculation progress. Calculation partially complete. Predictions are closed. That was quick. Why did it close so quickly? I thought this was stay open for 2 minutes. Likely to take to the repository Archaeological Server Primus. A useful starting point, Techo does know, but the data we seek could be anywhere, and if the heretics sabotage what we are looking for first, it will be no use searching at all. The Archivum Abundus contains thousands of data repositories and millions of files. Seeking a particular piece of information is more an art than a science. Do we do a literature review? The data could be anywhere. Search several data repositories for any glimpse of Epsilus Damnant Yok. Do we do focused research? Concentrating on mining the Archaeological Server Primus for data on Epsilus. That's what Scavala wants to do. Or do we perform an academic rivalry? The heretics are the real issue here. If they are driven off, the Archivum Abundus can be searched at leisure. Kill them all. So option 1 for literature review, option 2 for focused research, and option 3 for academic rivalry. Please pop it in chat. The first one that gets 2 votes is the one I'll pick. And obviously people on YouTube can take part in this one because you're just typing into chat and I can see it all. But I'd appreciate even 1 vote. Oh, we've got 1 vote from Salty for 3. If we get another one for 3, that's what I'm going with. Okay, that's 3 votes for 3. I know you like Skyvala mishaps, but you have been outvoted in this instance. We're going. Sorry, that was my water. I don't see the Dreadus regime for channel points. I haven't managed to set it up yet, Toasted. I haven't got the sound effect yet. Hey, the Dream Reaver, how you doing? My thoughts exactly, Megos. Punish these traitors, get our data, and drive the unbeliever host from our ship. Loading approval. Approval expressed. Then let the sparks of fury light the furnace of justice. Oh, thank you, Dimitri, as well. That's your first words of the thing, so I appreciate it. Everyone's good for rivalry now. Awesome. Let the sparks of fury light the furnace of justice. Here they come. This is just objective updated. Okay, the Archivum Abundus is spread out over a wide area. Though there is a main entrance, several other ways in mean the heretics could attack from anywhere. Do we cover the 6? The heretics will probably attack through the main entrance. Deploy the cohort to cover this way in and mow down the heretics as they attack. Do we do a diffuse deployment? Deploy scattered across the air to cover as much of the Archivum as possible. This sounds like a terrible idea. Or do we deploy in a group near the main computer? So 1 for covering the door, 2 for spreading us out so we're easy to kill, and 3 for splitting up. Last time the heretics were pretty scary. Close deployment. So we've got 1 vote for 3, and I'm taking T-Ram. That's a vote for 1. That's another vote for 3 from Toasted Waffles. And that's another vote for 3 from Ander Garcia. So that's what we're going with. Back to back. The heretics are almost here. The stink of their unbelief infects the noosphere. Make ready to repel them. Gather around the main computer to cover all directions. We must stand together and deny the enemy the chance to divide us. Position updated. I think we'll get 1 more, yeah. A pair of heretics is already in the Archivum, busy scouring the servers for more information. They've opened up another server nearby, which could be easily searched by a servitor without alerting the heretics. Do we observe and report? Observe the heretics. This is a rare opportunity to know the kind of enemy. Do we perform a first strike? Their backs are turned. They are unaware. Kill them both. Or do we do an opportunistic download? Access the open server for as much data as possible before combat is joined. That's 1 vote for first strike for Toasted Waffles. That's exactly one of the most fun things to do as a dungeon master or as a games master, mishaps, is play with your party's minds. I fully support that. Okay, we've got three votes for 3, so we're going for opportunistic download. Desire information, data, truth, knowledge. Action equals acquire. Indeed, we are here for the data. Let us gather as much as we can before the bullets start flying. Ooh, we just got a level 3 energy enhancer for that. All energy attacks gain +3 energy damage in 1 round. Now, unfortunately, that costs 3 cognition points to use. On crash test, it'll only cost 2, but that's still a huge expense considering we get +2 damage for free every turn with them at the moment. Still, that's a crazy, crazy pickup. Okay, time for combat. Survive 5 rounds. I think we can manage that. Okay, we are here. We've got a servitor, a tech priest. This one does not have that. He's got a different build. This tech priest has guns. Servitor, tech priest with guns. Servitor, tech priest with guns. So as long as we focus fire. Learn more about Epsilon, survive 5 rounds. Okay, we also need to learn more about Epsilon. I'm not sure how we do that. I'm guessing we get to the consoles. We can probably manage that. Alright, let's get Crash Test over here to shoot this guy and show him what a real ranged tech priest looks like. We'll get Toasted. I've got a place I want to put Toasted. Mishaps here. We'll put GPV RD6 here. Trog can go here. And then Toasted can go here. Let's remember that Trog can grab all of the cognition points from one of these things with their servo skull. Okay, what are they armed with? First of all, that guy has an amazing hat. We need to have a look at his hat. Okay, let's have a look at this guy's hat because it is so cool. Oh, I mean, I know he's a heretic, but that is a hat and a half. Look at that hat. Now look at these chuckles. Like, look at these guys. Hoods and bald. Where are their hats? I've got to say, they have better style than you in your red robes. You can't argue with the black top hat. Anyway, let's get into combat. I'm just messing around. Okay, we've got 1 cognition point here to spend with mishaps. I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to hold mishaps for now. GBVR 86, I'm also going to hold you. Because Trog's going before the nasty tech priest near us. Yeah, we're going to spread up. Villains always have drip. That is true. Oh, there's a guy hiding in here. Oh, he's just a tech priest. Where is he going? Okay, next up is Toasted. I'm going to use Toasted's... no, we're going to keep holding until Trog gets their turn. Now, Crash is a problem here, because I want to shoot this guy. But if I shoot this guy now, I'm not going to have enough tech points for it. So we're going to have to let him shoot at us. Looks like an evil Monopoly guy. Oh, they can take cog points. No, they can't. He just decided to point with his hand a little bit. Plus 50% critical, plus 2 damage. So they can buff the servitors. Okay, now it is Trog. So we'll use Trog to grab all the cognition points from here. Alright, my saps, thanks for hanging around. I promise you'll probably kill a lot of Xenos in this stream. Let's move Trog this way, towards this scanner. And we'll get them to shoot the back guy as they move. Because what I can do is shoot him with the blast pistol. Okay, he has no armor at all. And then I can use Cognition Freedom. And get a free shot with the Gauss Gamma pistol. Ooh, a crit for 6 damage. Nice, he has 3 health left. Not much else. I don't want to spend a cog point to run, so we'll just end the turn. And it's just the rest of these guys to go. forgot how good the soundtrack for this game was while I was away. It is phenomenal. Oh, that was a massive amount of AoE damage. Forgot that they could do that. Well, Mishaps is going to be a crit machine right now. So let's finish off the guy that's standing in front of them. 5 to 7 damage. If I pop the power field generator, we're still probably... Well, we could probably get the kill, actually. That didn't do as much damage as I thought it did. It only hurt... I thought it hurt everybody. It didn't. It just took away shields from people, I think. I'm not sure what it did. Okay, he's down. And then we'll move you up to be in melee with this guy for next turn, I think. Actually, we'll just shoot him. He's down. And then I'm going to move you just so you're out of his line of sight into this area here where you're quite well protected from range attacks. Oh, no, you can't quite make it there. Let's just put you here then. Alright, and let's end your turn. That was a good turn from you. I'm going to use GPVR 86 to repair you. And I think that's all they really need to do this turn. Oh no, they can actually get a shot on that servitor. So let's move them there. We'll fire with a blast pistol. We will activate... what's it called? Cloaked Freedom, which is just an amazing ability to make this shot here free. Nice, 5 damage. Then we will use the Servo Skull to grab cog points from... Is there no other servers? Is there only one source of cog points on this map? Am I insane? There's only one source of cognition points on this map. In that case, we'll just reveal this guy's statistics. 17 health, that's a lot. Then I will use a cog point. Oh, he doesn't actually have a... That's wild. He hasn't actually got a repair arm. We've just got cleansing. We've just got distant prayers on him. That's a metal mouth thing, not a mustache. You thought it was a mustache. Okay, well, we'll just hold there with you then. I'm not going to use distant prayers. I'll get Toasted to repair mishaps. That's fine. So Toasted, first of all, is going to reinforcement in a Skitarii Ranger, because I want to check them out. We'll pop him here. Can't wait till I can summon a robot that way. Then we're going to move them here. And they are going to send a Servo Skull to this guy. Oh, I should have actually buffed the Ranger. That was stupid. Because that would give +1 damage to the Ranger. And then we're going to repair with the Curatio Claw. Nice, that's 4 hit points repaired. And that will do for their turn right now. Now the problem is I'm actually out of cog points, and I wanted to have a whole ton of cog points for crash test. But let's see what the Ranger does in terms of damage from here. That was pretty cool. So Crash has no cog points available. What can we do with Crash Test? There's actually a very limited amount of, you know what, why am I holding on to them? We'll just use a Canticle. What have I done? Okay, I did something weird there. I will just blast this guy. Alright, Energy Enhancer. Energy Enhancer. The Ranger, at the moment, just reveals enemy statistics when they hit them. Then I want to drop Cognitive Freedom. And then we'll activate the Plasma Culverin for 9 to 11 damage. Did 9 damage, stripped 1 armor. And then just because I can, I'll do 1 damage with the Servo Skull. And then we'll just tuck Crash Test into cover. Alright. So we need to capture this. Pretty much. I'm not going to summon anyone in right now. Okay, you've repaired pretty nicely, Mishaps. I'm going to move you here, and then have you a melee attack the guy you're standing next to, because you've only got 4 health left. Oh, welcome back. You took a lot of damage. Yeah, we'll move you to here. That way you can scan the console. For 140... Okay, we need to scan all these consoles. And then I'll get you to ask this guy a question. which takes him out. Nice. And then I think I'm going to get you to repair yourself. And then I'm actually quite tempted to run you to here. Yes. The legendary Magus Arcan Land? No, I don't know the legendary. I feel like I'm walking into a joke here, but I've not heard of the legendary Magus Arcan Land. Please tell me more about the legendary Magus Arcan Land. And then we've got the Servo Skull, and I use the Servo Skull to reveal his detail. Okay, Mishaps did a lot that turn. And used up pretty much everything they could. We're potentially setting a Flamethrower up for next turn. I mean, actually, yeah, we're potentially setting a Flamethrower up for next turn. We'll see how it plays out. I could also do a Yoth's Fabrication. Oh, interesting. Yoth's Fabrication. We're up against... Interesting. Yoth, we actually already heard of Yoth, because you're using Yoth's Fabrication to heal yourself. Okay, GPVR 86 is live. There's a console here, and there's a console here. I'm going to hold GPVR because I need to do a big heal at the end of turn. They named after a guy, not the ground. Oh, so Arcan Land is the guy who found the Land Raider and the Land Speeder. They're named after a guy and not the... I honestly thought they were named after the ground. That's so funny. Yes, it is a Zenerite perk, because Mishaps is a Zenerite. But a good Zenerite. On Team Awesome. Okay, Toasted, I kind of need someone to come over here. I think it's going to be you. This guy here has 4 hit points left. You have a Macro Stubber and a Flamer. Can you kill... Well, you can't get in range with the Stubber, so let's just bring you to here, I guess. Yeah, I honestly assumed that they were indeed named after the ground. Because one of them speeds over the land and one of them raids the land. I just thought that made sense to me. That's only 1 to 3 damage. That's 2 to 4 damage, but it's going to use up 2 cog points. Or I could move into close combat and do 4 to 6. Okay, he's down, and then you should have enough movement to get here. Okay, it's still going to cost a cog point for you to get here, but I think it's worth it. He's got a robot monkey pet that rides on his shoulder. Of course he does. Of course he does. That's hilarious. I think it's called Archie Simeon. I'm the flesh warping audible who breaks edition and is on the point of being hated by all proper authorities. That sounds about right. Okay, we've got 2 servitors to kill with our new sniper dude. Oh, you get to see the Skitarii in action, Mishaps, because I summoned a Skitarii Ranger with their Laslock or whatever it is. Their galvanic rifle. Kind of like a Zapparoo. But at the moment, we haven't got anything better than just Battle Scout ability on them. Alright, Crash Test, you absolutely obliterated someone last turn. There's not a lot you can do this turn, so just scuttle forward. Let's see how much damage Mishaps takes here. 5. And he was there for us. He was there on Terra helping defend the Imperial Pass because a man that cool would of course be in the thick of it. He sounds like a DM. He sounds like a DM PC. The guy that has to be inserted into the campaign by the Dungeon Master. Okay, Trog is up. Trog has a shot. I want to stay in the blue area. Okay, have fun doing so. How do you plan this new season? My plan is milestone 6, Tomas. I'm looking at milestone 6 because it should have the end game cutscene available, and we can go all in at that point. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Mishaps, I'm worried about you. 2 damage. Oh god. I mean, oh Omnissiah. Oh Omnissiah, Mishaps is in big trouble. But who is to the rescue? GPVR 86 for 1 cognition point, fully healing you from across the battlefield. Boom, like that, back to full health. Ridiculously overpowered. Absolutely just nuts. Ugh. I can't get a shot anywhere with GPVR 86. I'll just bring them forward. I want to grab that other console before we finish off these enemies. We don't... Yeah, there's no shots for you. And this is where Mishaps is like, oh, you thought you were trapped with... I was trapped with you. No, you're trapped with me, because they ignore opportunity attacks. So I can move them here. Grab their flamethrower. Not enough cognition points. Okay then. I'll waste the blessings of the Omnissiah, because this is just one mission. And now we have enough cognition points to burn them all. He survived that, which is crazy. He also survived that. He's not good. Actually, he survived that too. They all survived that. Well, he's going to take an axe to the face. And then, do you have a cog point to step forward, or are you out of movement? No, you can step forward. Let's move you forward to here, forcing him to step out of melee combat, and we'll get you to stab him with your Mechadendrite. And then he has to step away, which means he'll get hit at the end of your turn as well. Alright, next up is GPVR 86. Let's give him the kill on this guy. I don't have enough movement, unfortunately, to get to here, but I'll move you to here. Shoot him. There's no point in using your Servo Skull. Nothing else can be used right now, so we'll end the turn for you. We do still have this guy to deal with. That flamethrower that Mishaps has is absolutely insane. I'll remember this time to use the Servo Skull on this guy to give him +1 damage. He's now active. Has a shot from here. Damn. That did like 7 damage? Yeah, that did 7 damage. Crash is live. Crash can't do very much, but I'll get him to tickle this guy with the Servo Skull. There's another Tech Priest somewhere. Where is he? Oh, he's all the way back here. Okay. We need to get ready to deal with him as well. Been a bit too gung-ho, honestly. Okay, he buffed the Servitor. Is he going to move? He is going to move. Free opportunity attack. He's dead. Nice work, Mishaps. And now this guy's going to shoot Mishaps. 4 damage. Oh, and an AoE attack. Okay. That's reduced everyone's movement, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. Trog can finish this guy off. Hopefully with a shot to save the shot. Oh, the dog just woke up. Cool, that's him down. And that got a cognition point. Yes, this is definitely going much better, isn't it? These guys don't have the invulnerability, though, like the guys I fought in the last mission. Which does make this a lot easier. Let's find out this guy's stats. 13 health. And what shields? 3 energy shields, okay. We just got a lot of cog points. I'm not going to summon anyone. What I would like to do is just run Mishaps to here and get this done. It's going to cost 1 cognition point to do that. Alright, that's all of the console scanned. Haven't completed the learn more about a Pestilus objective, though. I'm going to spend another cognition point, I think, moving into close combat with this guy. Then I'm going to hit him with the axe. And that should get rid of most of his armor. Yeah, nice. And then we'll just shoot him in the back with everybody else. And he's the last guy standing. GPVR 86 can get close enough for shots. Also has cognitive freedom. So can fire the Gauss Blaster for free. And that's him dead. Alright, now what? Xenos contained. That's the mission complete. Okay. Oh, you're right, Hayden. I should have healed first. That was stupid of me. Healing first would have given me more Blackstone. The servitors delve deep into the arcane information architecture. Oh, that's a fun sentence. The arcane information architecture of the Archiva Morbundus. Thousands of years of obscure and incomplete data are data mined. Finally, a series of files concerning Epsilus Damnic Yoth are found and uploaded to the ship's command throne. This data is astonishing. Were I susceptible to emotional overload, I would be stunned. Epsilus Damonyoth was an Archmage xenobiologist who specialized in researching the Necrons. Much of the intelligence we have used on this mission originated from Epsilus' studies, and yet none of this information is recorded anywhere else. I'll let the dog out in a second. Hypothesis: the information prescription order was successful. Correlly, mostly successful. There is no suggestion of what crime they committed to be branded an arch-heretic. However, the fact their followers are present on a mission to investigate a Necron tomb world cannot be a coincidence. Epsilus followers seek something on silver to numbers percentage equals high. And it is our task to see that they do not get it. Okay. So we lost quite a lot of Blackstone, unfortunately, from not healing, which was stupid of me. The dog is very annoyed at me that I haven't let her out yet, so I'm going to get up and do that once this mission finishes calculating. I mean, we did get quite a lot of Blackstone there. And I want to know what level 2 servitors do. Quick check on level 2 servitors. Oh, actually, I also need to prediction win. There you go, there's more money for you guys. Level 2 servitors. Where are the servitors? Here. Become the priority target of all enemies in range and gain +1 physical armor and +1 energy for 1 round. So they can taunt now. Damn. So servitor level 2s can taunt. That's actually huge. And let's just see what the new Xenotech mission will get us. It'll get us Skitaria Rangers level 2. I'm pretty into that. But first of all, I need to let the dog out. So I will be back in just a minute or so. Bear with me while I just sort her out, and I'll be as fast as I can. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. She's just getting to the age where if she has to go out, you need to get her out pretty quickly, or she'll have an accident, unfortunately. But, you know, she's an older doggy now, and at least she's nice and happy. So I want to just do the next one, I think. These are actually quite interesting, and I really want to see what this Skitarii Ranger level 2 is like. Episod's Heretics have seized one of the cases of Mechanicus gun decks, assault the church to drive them out. So we'll get the Zenerite Mechadendrite, which does 2 to 3 physical damage to the target and deals acid damage. This seems huge. This will be great on mishaps. And a bit of Blackstone as well. We do have 979 Blackstone though, so I think we can finish off Trog and get that super powerful last upgrade for Trog, which gets us the full cognition gauge for them, which is like another huge bonus. So we've got the unlock the body part. We may as well equip that. The body part gives plus 4 HP. Done. And then we will spend another 291 on overcharge cognition, which gets them that full gauge. Now, what do we want to give their other... So they have an upgrade point. Give a healing mech to the healer. I know why they don't have it, and I'm not sure if I was messing around with other things to kind of just see if they were any good, and this is kind of fun. But I think we will actually go with a healing arm on them, which is the Curatio Claw. The problem is I only have the level 1 Curatio Claw. An engine enhancer, Infestus Mechadendrite, Omnispecs. Infestus Mechadendrite. Yeah, I only have the level 1 Claw, which only does 2 to 4 HP, but still, let's pull off the spotlight. Put the Curatio Claw on there. What happens if I put 2 Curatio Claws on? Okay, it just looks like that. So what do we put in the other slot? We've got 2 points free. I could put a refractor field generator on there. What do they have? So that's the Benediction, Enhanced Repair. So Curatio Claws have -1 cooldown, restore 2 more HP. Restore 1 HP then a turn, cleansing effects. Generate 1 condition point within the turn is empty. So it doesn't really have anything hugely that requires. Yeah, no worries indeed. I think we'll go for the refractor field generator, just so that he's got a little bit of use there. And back to Trog. Trog has 1 slot free. I'm thinking maybe a Mechadendrite. Let's give them an Infest. So the standard Infestus Mechadendrite doesn't require a cog point, and that's why I like it. Yeah, we'll get the level 2. No, we can only get the level 1 on here. But that's just a free attack for no points. And we'll hold the rest of our cash for now. Let's jump into this mission. Nope, this mission, and we'll get this done and complete. I do have the new axe, you are right, but do I want to give it to anyone? Actually, you know what? I am generally very stuck on attacks. This just does 2 to 4 physical damage, but at the same time, like, Trog's not a character who's going to be doing a lot. So that just gives them an attack that isn't going to need a cognition point. It also frees up another augment, so they can actually, like, that's not a small amount of damage. They've got 2 Mechadendrites and the axe. I think everyone else I'll leave as is. Give it to me and upgrade my range. That's actually not a bad idea either for Toasted. So if I remove this from Toasted, give them this, and then we'll get rid of the Flamer and the Macro Stubber, and I'll also drop the Mechadendrite for a moment. The one problem that you have, Toasted, is I need to get you Cognition Freedom. They'll only leave me with 70 Blackstone if I do it right now. I think I'm going to grab it. And now we can give you a really good 2-cog gun that you can fire for free. So we'll give you a Gauss Gamma pistol. I'm really liking having Gauss Gamma pistols all over the place. We could also give you an arc rifle. I think I'll give you an arc rifle and a blast pistol. And I think that will be a decent setup for you. And that lets you do a little bit more at range. I think that's without needing to be so reliant on cog points, because you've got 2 attacks that are cog point free. Alright, let's go for it. I want 1 Skitarii Ranger and 2 Vanguards. Yeah, that's only 55 Blackstone. Okay, let's deploy. Magos, I bring news of progress. The heretics have seized one of the starboard gun decks. You state this as if it is a cause for celebration. It means we have forced them out into the open. Now they present themselves as a target. We can finally strike back at them. If they succeed in taking control of the starboard guns, the heretics can cripple the ship. I permit myself a sense of consternation at this possibility. It will not come to that, Magos. We shall purge the heretics with steel and radiation. Now get ready to do some voting. Oh, that is a big gun. Error. Confusion stack overflow. Purpose of heretic activity equals uncertain. They are desperate. They are compelled to strike a meaningful blow before they are rooted out. Logic equals no. Ref. Epsilon damn yok. No action without purpose. No risk without certainty of reward. Heretics are pawns to be sacrificed. If they are to be sacrificed, it will be the altar of the Omnissiah's justice. Whatever their purpose, they cannot be allowed to achieve it. We dispatch the cohort immediately. Mission parameters are to breach and sanitize. The heretics are using corrupted servitors to hack the controls of one of the deck cannons. If they gain control of it, the cannon's enormous source of power could be turned on the cases of Mechanicum. Do we go for extreme sanction? The heretics must be punished for their treachery. The first priority is to kill them all. Do we perform a power cut? The quickest way to follow the heretics' plan is to deny them the use of the deck cannon. Cut power to the cannon so their efforts to control it become futile. Or do we go for a technological intervention? Eliminate the servitors being used to hack the deck cannon. So 1 for sanction, 2 for cut, 3 for intervention. I'll take whichever one gets 2 votes, I think. And we'll go from there. That's 1 vote for power cut from Salty Frosty. Thank you, Salty. I really appreciate you voting. Any more votes? Or we'll go with Salty. I'll give it a couple seconds. Don't want us to sit here for too long, but I do want to give everyone the opportunity to get involved. I haven't picked a single one of these options for the entire campaign, and that's pretty cool. Okay, Dimitri's doubling down on the power cut vote. Target the main power conduit. Sever it, and the whole deck will go dark. Then there is nothing the heretics can do. Target the servitors. Keep that cannon offline. It is intellect, not fury, that will banish these heretics from my ship. Apropos and retrieve addendum. Fury has its uses. So that's updated our objective. The layout of the gun deck suggests a number of possible approaches. Do we do a cunning gambit? Attempt to flank the heretics and strike at them from an unexpected angle. Do we come in slow and purposeful? Advance steadily on the enemy to maximize firepower. Or do we send the martyrs in? Rush the deck to give the heretics as little time as possible to respond. So 1 for cunning gambit, 2 for slow and purposeful, 3 for martyrs rush in. I'll just take whichever one gets the first vote so we can move things forward quickly. I'll have a sip of water. Dimitri's coming in with a cunning gambit. Okay. Last pick. A flanking maneuver. A classic, Magos. And for a reason. I would show this enemy respect enough to assume they will see us coming if we choose to march straight in. Instead, we shall use one of the maintenance accesses to hit them from the side. Thank you, Ander, as well. When we strike unseen, we strike twice as hard. Such is my hope, Sub-Tribune. So that's our position updated. One last option. The taking of the gun deck has left some heretic casualties near the entrance of the deck, while other elements of the surroundings may provide other opportunities for advantage before combat is joined. Do we perform a post-mortem? Search from the dead heretics for information as to their strength and or objectives. Do we institute an industrial accident? A suspended bridge hangs over a group of heretics. A well-placed shot could bring it down on their heads. Or do we eavesdrop? Observe the heretics before attacking to gauge their patterns of behavior. Which one are we going for? Post-mortem, industrial accident, or eavesdrop? 1, 2, or 3. Again, I'll take the first option to keep things moving. That's 2 from Dimitri. We're going for an industrial accident. We're going to jump a bridge on them. Admiral combat efficiency, Magos. 1 shot is converted into many deaths. Take care you don't reveal too greatly the deaths of those who were once our own. Those born to our enmity are one thing. Those who choose it are another. There can be nothing but death and damnation for them. Those will be provided. Not a vote, but a bridge and 2 types of streams. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Hayden. Those will be provided to them. Open fire. Okay, we killed 2 of their... that killed 2 of the servitors, not 2 of the tech priests. And now we're into combat. So we need to cleanse the area and scan or destroy. And we're deployed in 2 spaces with an untargetable tech priest between us. There's a 2 servitors behind us. Oh, does it actually go further? No. 2 servitors behind us. Servitor tech priest. So we've got a flamethrower servitor. Sorry, flamethrower tech priest with a healing claw and another melee one. That's a servitor there. That's a flamethrower tech priest. Okay, there's only one that I can see... No, there's two. There's one here as well. That's not too bad. These guys here are in a perfect setup for Crash Test to zap them with a laser. So we're going to open up with that. I want to get... I'm actually going to... Toasted... Who's this? That's a GBVR 86. Let's leave Trog to support Crash Test. And then I'm going to have... Toasted... GPVR 86... and Mishaps here. Now, Mishaps, I think I want to send against this flamethrower guy because he's really scary. And we'll go from there. Let's start the battle. Look at the size of the gun in the background. Okay, first up is Toasted. Toasted has pulled in one cog point. I'm going to use that to summon reinforcements. And I'm going to grab a ranger. And I'm going to put the ranger back here where they're out of the way. And then I'm going to... I think there's two consoles. I'm going to buff him. I don't think there's a console over here. No, there's a spot for a console. But there's no console on this side. There's no console up here either, or up here. The only console is this one here. Possibly other variations of the mission may have more consoles, but this one doesn't. If I put you, say, here, and we'll drop a... First of all, we'll fire with a blast pistol. Okay, 3 energy resistance is pretty tough. And then we'll use... Cognition Freedom to fire off a Gauss Rifle shot. An Arc Rifle shot. Which won't do much damage, actually. 8 damage crit. Okay, I take it back. That did a lot of damage. And just because he's got a flamethrower, I'm going to split everybody up so they're not too close together. And that's a pretty good opening turn from Toasted. Oh, I don't want these guys to split up. I wanted to laser them. I need them in a line. Oh, no, they're still in a line. We could... Oh, God, he's fast. Okay, you're up next. Let's get you to shoot this guy. From back here, your range, the range on these guys is really nice. Damn, that's a kill. Okay, that's one Tech Priest out of the fight already. Next up, it's Mishaps. Now, Mishaps doesn't have a target right now. I'm going to delay their turn. This guy here is dangerous, but once he attacks, he is vulnerable. Just don't kill the Skitarii. Okay, he's got acid on him. We're going to get GPVR to clear that. And he set himself to dodge 100% of his attacks, which isn't really a big problem for me. Oh, and then he killed him with a Mechadendrite. Damn it. Well, that's a shame. That's going to cost us a lot in Blackstone. I could have avoided that if I was thinking straight. But I'm getting a bit tired. Okay, Crash Test is up. If I put Crash here... Oh, if I put Crash here, I think I can get all 3 of them. I might even be able to do it from here. Now, in order to make this happen, I'm going to have to use a Canticle. So I'll use the Blessings of the Omnissiah to get 6 cog points. Now, I don't think I can make the shot... Okay, it actually has a minimum range. I didn't realize that. We'll just line these 2 up then. So put Crash here. Then we'll activate Cognition Freedom. We'll activate Energy Enhancer. We'll activate Energy Enhancer. And then we'll fire off the Culverin and get both of these 2. Well, that killed him in 1 hit. We don't know how much damage that did to him, but we can check by using the skull. He's got 6 health left. 4, actually less than that. So Trog should be able to kill him. I want to back Crash Test off to here, because I don't want him getting in melee, and I'm going to end the turn. Okay, he took the cog points, so they can take the cog points. That's very bad for us. Okay, Trog just activated, unfortunately too late to take the cog points. And I just remember Trog can't attack this guy because he has his stupid shield. That's a problem. Well, I'll grab the cog point that's left from... or do I want to scan this guy? Let's scan this guy and check his stats. 18 health, 1 and 1. And this guy here has taken... He's got 6 health left, but I don't have a way of attacking him. There's this guy here, though, that I can attack. And I can shoot him from here. So let's move this way. And we'll drop a Cognition Freedom. I guess we'd attack with a Gauss Gamma Pistol. And then we'll shoot him with a Blast Pistol. Revealing that he still has a lot of health. And then I'm thinking... It's not going to do enough. Let's end the turn there for them. Okay, GPVR 86 is up next. Let's shoot this guy with a Blast Pistol for a potential of damage. He absorbed it. Then we'll use Cognition Freedom to get the Gauss Gamma Pistol active. For 5 damage. Then I'm going to bring him down and attack with the Power Axe. For 5 damage, nice. And then we'll poke him with the Mechadendrite. He's got enough armor to resist that, so there's no point doing that. We're going to just put a skull on this guy. There's quite a lot of tech priests in this one. If we're not careful, we're going to get overwhelmed. I think we're okay at the moment. Mishap should be able to finish this guy off. He's not in range to flamethrower him, unfortunately. That would have been lovely. Yeah, we'll finish this guy off first. Okay, that's another tech priest down. I think that's everything that Mishaps can do right now. I don't think this guy's in range anymore, and I don't want to use any of their abilities. I will just keep using servo skulls to reveal people's stats. Alright, that'll do for their turn. So now we're on to a new round. I'm not worried about the servitors, but there are a lot of tech priests. I'm not going to spend any points summoning a Vanguard. We only have 2. Yeah, there are quite a lot of servitors as well on the map, actually. Now that I'm seeing these 2 coming in from over here as well. But it looks like all of us are... No, there's... So who's the first... he's an activate first, and then him. Okay. So neither of the ranged ones, but they are both immortal right now. Actually, Toasted may be able to do something here. No, because he can't target him. Oops, my seat just broke. Let's delay until this guy gets closer. He's going to attack Crash Test, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do about that right now. But Crash can take a hit. No, he didn't attack Crash Test. He mustn't have had enough movement to get there. I kind of want Mishaps to flamethrower people, so I'm going to delay their turn as well. These guys being immune to untargetable until they attack is really annoying. So that's going to be an opportunity to attack if I move out, and I can't hit him with a Mechadendrite to knock him away, and I can't do anything. So I'll delay the turn. Yeah, I'm guessing they can't attack after sprint. It's just frustrating, because I want them to attack. Bloody thousands of them. That's not quite the right accent, but we'll take it. Okay, what can Trog do here? Trog can shoot this guy and support friend Crash Test, I think is the best thing to do with them. I'm trying to see if there's a position I can put them in where they could get an opportunity attack. I think if I put them here, they may be able to step over to support with an opportunity attack if this guy moves away. But let's shoot this guy with just a zap. We don't have Cognition Freedom this turn to get a shot with the Gauss Gamma. I would take it if I thought I could kill this guy, but instead I'm just going to step here where we're open for an attack if he reveals himself. GPVR 86 doesn't have anything they can really do this turn, but what I will do is I'll drop the Refractor Field Generator, just so that they're absorbing damage from the melee. Was it? That's good. She'll get the attack of OP from stealth enemy. Yeah, it's a very powerful ability. All right, let's use the free axe on this guy. That was a crit. And then we'll use... Doesn't have a Mechadendrite to knock him away. Toasted Waffles needs a Mechadendrite to knock people away. Damn. I can't summon anyone. There's no point using the scanner. There's no point using the Creation Claw. That's all that Toasted can do right now. I could get Mishaps to flamethrower this person, but I don't really see the point in doing that. Excuse me, I've hit the point of the night where I start yawning. It's kind of just waiting for him to attack, isn't it? Let's just move into close combat with him and hold for the turn. Again, Crash can't do anything. Crash is actually just kind of out of the fight right now. Because they can't attack while they're... Because they've only got ranged weapons, and they're only allowed to carry ranged weapons. They're just unable to attack. No damage through. Crash does have a lot of armor. Okay. Let's take Toasted to hit this guy again, and hopefully finish him off. Cool. That was a nice axing of a question. The servo skull can be used to collect cog points. Okay. I do have a machine pistol shot. If I move to here, I can take it. I may as well just do that. But I'm not going to fire the arc. Oh, I thought he was in range if I moved to there. Okay, I can't take the shot this turn. We'll just hold. 5 damage and acid. The acid is the problem. He's going to hit with the Mechadendrite as well. He's dodging all of Crash Test's attacks. So I need to heal Crash Test of the acid damage. Ah, I see what you mean by attack opportunity. Yeah, that's what I was kind of trying to set up, but it didn't really happen yet. Oh, I see I could move and they could attack me. Yeah, I didn't really think of that at all, Hayden. But now you say it, it makes so much... It's so obvious to me that's what I should have been doing. Okay, set himself to dodge all of Mishap's attacks, which is kind of annoying. The shield did its job there, though. That was great. Okay. So Crash Test can hopefully knock this guy back, but then they're still surrounded. Let's knock this one away. But that means they can't attack or do anything unless I want to eat the opportunity attack from both of them, which I don't want to do. So we'll just do 1 damage to this guy. This is a little bit annoying. I'm a little bit trapped. I didn't think until I just sort of properly read what Hayden said. Ooh, they've got arc lasers. Okay, I thought they had flamethrowers. Alright, Trog, I need you to do some work here. That's 3 damage. I want you to knock him away so we can activate your ranged weapons. Only 1 damage. I'm going to use the points to fire the Gauss pistol to kill this guy. Okay, he's down. Now I can use your servo skull to take all of the cognition points from here, but he already took 2 of them. But 2's better than none. And then I think I'm going to just drop the shield to protect Crash Test. Okay, GPVR, I want you to use cleansing ointments here to get the acid off Crash Test. And then you're in melee with this guy, so let's just hit him with the axe. That's taken off 2 armor. Nice, okay, that's all of his physical armor gone. We will end your turn there. Now it's Mishaps. I'm actually going to use the other blessings of the Omnissiah here. Just so that Mishaps can do stuff this turn. He has 10 HP left. We do a maximum of 5 to 7. I'm going to activate the power field generator. I could also do that, Salty. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Oh. Oh, that's right. He's got the dodge thing set up. I keep forgetting about the dodge thing. I wish there was a visual reminder, but yeah, that was silly of me. Okay, there's nothing else we can really do here then. Let's just end the turn. I think we're fine. This is where I hope the Refractor Shield does its job. Yeah, absorbed all the damage. Excellent. Okay. Toasted Waffles is up and can make it into close combat with this guy on the way in. So let's come here. We're going to shoot him with the blast pistol. Then we're going to use Cognition Freedom. And we'll use the arc rifle on him. For 1 damage. Then we're going to use reinforcements. to summon a Skitarii Vanguard. Then we're going to move in, blocking him in close combat, and we'll hit him with the axe. And that should be everything we can do right now with this person. You're just going to fire at this guy twice. And you've got your double shot. Okay, he's taking quite a lot of damage. Not enough to further than an opportunity attack will kill him, though, unfortunately. I can find out by doing this. Yes. He is still dodging, and I can't delay the turn either now that I've done that. So it's until his next turn that he gets to dodge. That's frustrating. I wasted Mishap's turn there. Now we can hit him. Okay. That was really stupid. Okay, Crash Test is stuck in combat right now. I'm going to delay their turn. Oh, he's repairing himself. Interesting. He's going to Flamethrower? Oh, he's going to Mechadendrite. Okay. 4 damage on the Mechadendrite. Damn. And he's Flamethrowing. Okay, this is nasty. Now we get the opportunity attack at least, which he absorbs all of the damage on. Jeez. And then he's firing an oh my, there's so many actions. Alright, I'm going to get Trog to shoot this guy. And then shoot him again. Okay. Move to here. Hit him with the axe. How did that not kill him? Then I'm going to get them to refill the cognition gauge. Attack this guy with this Mechadendrite to kill him. Which didn't kill him. And then attack the other guy with this Mechadendrite to knock him away from Crash Test. And now Crash Test is free to use their ranged weapons. So we'll end your turn, Trog. GBVR 86 is up. Let's get you to hit this guy with your axe. For 6 damage. Then knock him away with that. Then we're going to use the blast pistol. And kill him. Okay. That didn't go too badly. So there's just this guy here. If I move you to here, you can use Cognition Freedom to fire a free gas gamma pistol at this guy's back, ignoring armor. Okay, that's the amount of health that he restored last turn. Let's grab this. So back up to full cog points. I think that's everything you can do this turn. I'm also actually going to get you to just heal everybody, because we've just got a little bit of like spike damage all across the board. This will just smooth everybody out. Alright, let's end the turn. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get... Now, this does 8 to 10 damage. This is 4 to 6 damage. I'm going to get Crash to move to here. Pop both of the energy enhancers. Use Cog Freedom. And then obliterate these two with a laser shot. Cool. 10 damage on each. That's massive overkill. There's still this guy up here to deal with. We're getting there, though. Not many enemies left. Okay, I want to finish this guy off if I can. Let's shoot him with this. It's only 0 to 1, but it will charge up the machine spirit in the gun. There you go. We did a crit for 2 damage. I'm then going to shoot him with this one. 1 damage. Also hit our friend, but it's fine. Then I'm going to move to here and hit him with the axe. He absorbed all of it. He does have 3 armor, that's right. Okay, let's end your turn there. If nothing else, he has to move away. We'll get an opportunity attack on him if he does. Fire and acid. That's so much. Okay. Shoot him with your gun. Can you not see him? Oh, yeah, you just step out. That's him dead. Cool. Nice work. Good work, Skitari. Ranger. Mishaps. Let's get you to head up here. Yeah, Tet Marine would be pretty cool. I should revisit Demon Hunters, actually, for some nice Terminator action. So there's this guy here, but I haven't got a shot on him at the moment. And Crash, unfortunately, has no ability to generate cog points right now. So we'll just move them back. I'm going to try and grab the computer with Toasted. Don't worry, that's Toasted's plan. Eight damage on Mishaps. That's really nasty. Okay, Trog should be able to grab all of these with their Servo Skull. Okay, nice. Let's bring them up as far as I can. Can I get a shot? I need to go further forward for a shot. I guess we'll bring them to here then. Now, do they have Cognition Freedom? They do. Excellent. So we'll fire off the Blast Pistol. I'm curious about the Dawn of War Definitive Edition. I was more excited when I thought it was Dawn of War 2 Definitive Edition, which I'm one of those weirdos who prefers Dawn of War 2 to Dawn of War 1. I'd love a remake of that game with lots of modding potential, because I feel like there's a lot of like cool mods you could make for it, especially with more equipment for the campaigns. But we'll just have to wait and see if there's anything else coming for it. Dawn of War 1, very cool, though. Still a great game. Alright, you need to cleansing anointments. He's on fire and acided. So I think he's a more important target. And what I will actually do is move up and repair. Just so we don't have to worry about losing the Blackstone. And then I'm also going to do a Distant Prayers here. Almost done here. There's just one Zenerite left, but I want to get the console first. Alright. Toasted, I want you to get to here, but you will have to do this. Oh wait, who is this? It's active right now. Is it not Toasted? Oh no, it's because it's going to the Skitari, who's dead. So you now have enough cog points to get to here. Yeah, I'm with you there, Toasted. I didn't mind the campaign of the second one, but the third expansion, I didn't mind the campaign of the first expansion. It wasn't too different, but the one where you got to pick your faction, I didn't like. Okay, we got the computer. Now we should have killed the Tech Priest. There's nothing you can really do, Skitari Vanguard. I'm going to get Mishaps to try and repair themselves, I think. Although I only have 1 point left. Whereas I could get into close combat with this guy and then go for the double melee attack. Let's bring you up here. Then you can use your Servo Skull to grab a point from here. Hit him with your axe to strip his armor. Or just do tons of damage. And then potentially kill him with Mechadendrites after doing that much damage. Oh no, he's got 5 health. You're not going to kill him with Mechadendrites. 1 damage, okay. And I think that's the end of the turn for you. There's nothing else you can do for free. Yeah, you're done. Now they're going to flamethrower somebody here and then move. Oh no, we got Crash Test first. There's nothing Crash Test can do. There's no tech points. So they're probably going to attack and then move to get away. Did he just suck a cognition point? Yeah, there's the opportunity attack from Mishaps that kills him. And that's the end of the mission. So we're going to lose a bit of Blackstone for the amount of damage we took, but I'm still pretty happy with how that played out. I think we did pretty well. We could have really easily been overwhelmed there, and we weren't, which was fantastic. A deck gun is taken back into possession of the Devil's Mechanicus forces, and the heretics are forced to fall back from the gun decks. Oh, Magus Fastonis, you have proven yourself resolutely opposed to the realization of my philosophy. We cannot continue to exist so violently opposed. Something, as they say, must give. I take it I am speaking with Epsilus Damnic Yoth? You do not express alarm. The functions of my biological brain generate surprise. I chose not to experience it. Indeed, by the Omnissiah, not by the Emperor. Then our negotiations can commence without a mode of interference. This is good. What negotiations? I know you are an arch-heretic and your followers have slain my tech priests. There can be no outcome save the destruction of you and your heretics. I shall give you one chance, Mechanicus, for sternness. The Necrons of Silver Tenebris are in possession of a technology far beyond our current state of development. Grant me command of your mission and the cases of Telekin, and the followers of the Zenerite Creed will acquire this technology for the use of all mankind. I cannot allow that, Epsilus. The Zenerite heresy is a disease. It takes the corruption of the enemy's work and spreads them throughout the Detus Mechanicus. What lives on Silver Tenebris is too dangerous to fall in the possessions of your kind. Then my kind will take it by force. I have Zenerites all over the ship ready to seize its command and control systems. Acquiesce to my demands, and you and those who remain loyal can live. And if I do not, you will die. Then, Magus Epsilus, we will die. A shame, Faustinus, but not an unexpected one. Magos, the ship's communications are compromised. Something is broadcasting from within the ship. We must... I know, Sub-Tribune. It was Epsilus. They spoke to me. What did they say? That they are insane, that they are on the ship, and that we have a chance to kill them. Okay, so we have one more mission probably to complete in this chain, and it's against the arch-heretic himself. There's 6 tech priests in that mission. That's actually quite a lot. And now we've got Skitaria Ranger level 2, which I want to check out. So what's the new mission, first of all? Oh no, there isn't a mission available yet, so we've got to get further through the main campaign to unlock that. But let's have a look at Skitaria Ranger level 2. Deals no damage, disables target's main weapon for 1 turn. Wow. If I ever actually publish my long-awaited Homeworld 3 review, which is recorded, and it's about 50% edited, it's just a lot of work. I go on at length about how much I miss Old Relic. But yeah, that's something that has kind of been lost to editing hell at the moment, but I would like to return to it. Alright, it is 10 to 1 in the morning. I have work in the morning. I've already started yawning, and I'm quite tired. So I think we're going to call the stream there. We got some really good revenge on the Zenerites for the last time we tried to fight them, so I'm pretty happy with our progress. I'm really happy to have our hands on the Skitaria Rangers level 2, who have a disable target's main weapon for a turn at range. Seems insanely powerful. They seem extremely exploitable. I look forward to doing so. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope that you have had as much fun as I have. I certainly have. I appreciate you being here. Just a reminder that next week is Turn-Based Fest. And I will be doing a series of extra streams. Not extra streams, but sort of moving things around a little bit to cover the content for Turn-Based Fest. So just so everyone is aware, the stream for Terra Invicta will be going ahead as normal. Then in this slot next week, I will be playing 6 Ages, Lights Go Out, which is a Dark Ages clan survival game during the God Apocalypse, where you can do lots of crazy stuff, but it's very role-play, so we're getting chat involved with that if you want to come along for that. Then at the same time slot on Friday, I'll be playing 9 Kings, which is a roguelike deck building kingdom builder. It's kind of fun. I play the demo for it. And then on Sunday, on Saturday for everybody else, instead of playing Captain of Industry, which is going ahead as normal this weekend, I'll be playing a mech turn-based strategy game called Arcseed in the morning slot, which is the good one for America. So just so you're aware of that, that's coming up. It's in the it's if you check on my Twitch page as well, you can actually see the streams in my stream schedule, so you know what time they're going to be at. And I've also posted the times in the Discord, so you've got a few places to check if you're interested. I would love to see you there. I know it's not my normal stuff. So the third one was at 12 something. It's the same world as Hero Quest, but the guy who generated the world of Glorantha, which is what Six Ages is in, is very approached it from a very different perspective to many other people, and it's a very fascinating universe. I don't know everything about it, but I know a fair amount about it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna head to bed. You are all amazing. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao for now. See ya. Bye.